question is more
Recording
or
is
less than.
on.
The question is more less than 1. Your your question answer will have negative part, but if the question is more than 1, the answer will have positive part. Like the first example question we have here, this question is less than because it's starting with 0.0104. So we have 0.0104. All right. Now, what we are going to do is that these decimal points, your standard form means that you are expressing it as a times 10 raised per n. A is a number that is in between 1 and 9, not up to 10. That is a single digit number. Now, how do we now convert this 0.0104 to a number that will be single digit? Is to move the decimal point to a 1 digit before the decimal points. That's going to be, we are going to move 1, 2. It will then be 1.04. Then times 10. That is the 10 aspect here. The n here is the power. How many times have we moved the decimal point now to this position? We moved it twice. That will be raised to power 2. Then because the number itself, the question itself is less than 1, is going to carry what? Negative. So that means it's going to be 1.04 times 10 raised to power 2. Let's say for another example, you have 0. We have 0.25. We have 0.25. Now, we can only move it once. That will be 2.5 times 10 raised to power what? Because we moved it once, it's going to be raised to power 1, but it's not ordinary 1 because the number is less than 1. It's going to be negative 1. That is 2.5 times 10 raised to power what? Minus 1. I hope this is clear. Now, for this question, we have express 56.14 in standard form. So 56, you can see that 56 is 2-digit number. We want to make it a digit before the decimal point. All right. So which means you are going to move the decimal point backwards, not forward now. So we move it from this point to this place now. All right. So we can then have 5.614 times 10. So because we moved it once, it's going to be raised by 1. And 56 is more than 1. So it will not carry negative. I hope I'm making sense. So that the answer is B, 5.614 times 10 raised by 1. I hope I'm making sense. All right. So we move to the next question. We move to the next question. Coming, just a minute. Question 3. Just note your question. I will allow you to talk when it is time. All right. So that I will not interrupt the flow of the class. Please, I can see someone has myself. Please unmute yourself. Yes. Don't unmute yourself. Thank you. All right, question 3. Express 174 as a product of its prime factors. Express 174 as a product of its prime factors. What does that mean? You have to express, prime numbers are numbers that are only divisible by 1 and itself. No other number that can divide n except 1 and itself. So in that case, we are going to have it this way: 174. All right, 174. So the first prime number we have is 2. We use 2 to divide it first. 2 in 17 is 8. We carry 1 correct 8. 2 in 14, that's 7. What other number that can divide this? What number can divide 37? So that is so if you look at 87, can 3 divide 87 or not? how can you know whether 3 can divide this? Is when you add 2 digits together, this 87, let's add it together. It gives us 15. So we now check, can 3 divide 15? Yes. So if 3 can divide 15, then 3 can divide 87. We then use 3 to divide it. So 3 in 8, 3 in 8 is 2, remainder 2, and 3 in 27 is 9. All right. So do we have any number
Because
that
it's
can divide 29? We check 29. Is 29 a prime number or not? So if it's a prime number, which means we don't have any number that can divide it, we leave it like that. That will be 29. So that means the answer 2 times 3 times 29 is the answer. All right. So that is option D. I hope that is clear. All right. So moving to the next one. Moving to the next one. Please, some people have muted themselves here. You are distracting me, please.
Go and buy the this so and come first. Rí how will you see it now?
All right, question 4. Moderator, please attend to this. Okay, thank you, moderator. So divide the positive difference between -14 and -2. Now, if you look at these two numbers by 3, you notice they both have negatives, right? Now, don't think because 14 is bigger than 2, you now see that, okay, 14 is the bigger number. No. So the bigger number here is -2. So the bigger number is up -2. That means we're going to have -2. Difference means subtract. Minus 14. So divide the positive difference between these. So when you are dividing positive, subtracting positive numbers, it means you want to get positive answer, right? So it means you are subtracting the smaller number from the bigger number. So in this case, we have -2 plus 14. Moderator, please. This is going to give us 12. So the positive difference between -14 and -2 is now 12. We are now going to divide it by 3. Divided by 3. That gives what? 4. So the answer is 4. How this is clear. So next one. So the next question, question 5. Convert 63 in base 9 to decimal. So 63 is in base 9. We want to convert it to decimal. So decimal is base 10. That's another way of writing. So decimal is the same thing as base 10. All right. Or denary. Denary is also base 10. If you ask to convert to denary, or you ask to convert to base 10, or you ask to convert to decimal, so they mean the same thing. So which means they are saying 63 base 9, you have to convert it to what? To base 10. How do you go about this? So we are going to use expansion method to do that. So expansion method to do that. 63 base 9. So this, you're going to start from the first number by your right. You put 0, 1. All right. Then we go to, that's going to be 6 times the base, which is 9, raised power 1 plus 3 times 9 raised power 0. Moderator, please. So that means 6, 9 raised power 1 is 9. That will be 6 times 9 plus 3 times. So a number raised power 0, anything raised power 0 is 1. We have 1 here. So 6 times 9, that's 4. plus 3. So that means we're going to have 47. Right? So that is the answer, which is option B here. I hope this is clear, right? Good. Then the next question 6, find the product of LCM and ACF 16 and 14. So here the question is 3 in 1. You have to find the LCM and also find the ACF. After getting the answer for LCM and getting the answer for ACF, then product means multiply. You then multiply the answers to LCM and ACF. Right? So what we're going to do now is that we're going to start with ACF using your normal method that you like to use. So that is having it this way. You have 16 here, you have 48 here. So when you are looking for LCF, ACF, you're going to use common factor that can go in both numbers or in all the numbers you're given. So 2 can divide 16 and 48. 2 in 16 is 8. 2 in 48 is 24. 2 can divide. 2 in 8 is 4. And a 2 in 24 is 12. What can go again? 2 can still go. All right. 2 in 4, that is 2. And a 2 in 12, that is 6. 2 can still divide it. 2 in 2, 1. 2 in 6 is what? 3. So there's no number that can go in 3 and 1. So our ACF will stop here. So that means you're going to multiply. ACF will then be uh, 2 times 2 raised to power 4, which is going to give us what? 2 times 2, 4. 4 times 2, 8. 8 times 2, that is 16. We keep that. Then for the LCM, under LCM, you must make sure you get to 1. Both numbers must end with 1. So 3 can go now. So put 1, 1. So that means LCM will then be 16 times 3. So we can multiply 16 times 3 here. So that is 3 times, that's 18. That will give us 48. LCM is 48. But mind you, that is not our final answer. The question says, find their product. We have found the LCM and the ACF. The next is to multiply the two numbers. That is 48 multiplied by 16. All right. So let's multiply 6 times 8. That is 48. We carry 4. 6 times 5 is 24 plus 2 plus 4. Then 1 times 8, that is 6. 1 times 4 is 4. Then add the two of them now. We have 8. So 8 plus 8 is 16. We write 6. We carry 1, that is 7. That is 706, which is the last option. I believe I'm making sense. All right, before I continue, let me give you time to answer. All right, if you have any question, let me see your answer. I'll be quiet to talk. All right. Okay. Okay. You can talk now. Yeah. Someone raised. Okay. The answer is 7. Which one is 7? Please, if you want to talk, if you have anything, please just talk. Unmute yourself and talk. Or raise your hand first. Raise your hands. If you have any question, raise your hand. Just click on the hand icon there. So I'll see you then. I'll get you unmuted. All right. All right. All right. Okay. And then, yes. on the mic and talk. Adebayo. Adebayo, yes, you can talk now. Yes, Adebayo, yes. I've allowed you to talk now. Adebayo. Yes, you can talk
Sir,
now,
I
Adebayo.
said
Your
I don't
question.
understand
Which
the
one?
the first one and the second
No,
one.
no. The first question. All right. And the second question. Okay. Meet yourself back. I will explain again.
Sir?
Meet yourself back.
Okay,
Meet
sir.
yourself. Meet yourself. All right. Thank you. Okay. Any other person? Please meet yourself. Any other person? All right. I think let me go back to that. So let me quickly go back to that. All right. All right. Thank you, Adebayo. Right. Now, for standard form, let me start again. It's very important because you can't escape this question. All right. You can't escape it. That's just it. So they will ask you. So when you're asked to express a number in standard form, what they're expecting you to do is to write the number in this format: A times 10 raised per n. So A means something. A means the number you are writing, the number that will represent A, must be a number that will have a single digit before the decimal point. If you look at all the options here, you notice that we only have one digit before the decimal point. So that's what is meant by that. So if we now have something like 11.3 times 10 raised per something, so this will be wrong. Mere looking at it, you know that it is wrong. Because of what? We have two digits here. You have two digits before the decimal point. Hope I'm making sense. So in that case, how do we know about it? It means we are going to transfer the decimal point to a digit before the decimal point. So we have 0.0104, right? So we are moving the decimal point to 1 in front of 1, putting 1 and 0 before we get to 4. So we count it 1, move it 1, 2. So we have moved it twice. It's now going to be 1.04. You can see that we have moved the decimal point where we have it before to this place now. Then times 10. It now remains the end part. We have looked at the A part and the 10 part. The end part is the number of times you move the decimal point. Now, we have moved the decimal point here twice. We raise it to power 2. That's raised power 2. Now, it now means, is it going to be negative or positive? So it's going to be negative if the question itself, what you're asked to express, is less than 1. 0.0 something is less than 1. That means this will be negative. But if the number itself, if for example we have that is 104, 104, it will not be negative again. It's going to be positive. You just leave it blank like that. You not put plus, you not put negative. And that's what happened to question 2. So we only move the decimal point once to the back to make sure that we only have a single digit before the decimal point. That's would then be 5.6 times 5.614 times 10 raised to power what? 10 raised to power. We only moved it once. So that is that. I hope I answered your question, Adebayo. Right. So, all right. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, good. Okay, that's good. Okay, yeah. Let's go to the next question. That's question 7. Question 7. Question 7. Good. We have these. You have to express. You see all the questions that I've written out for you. They are questions you cannot escape, like spec, paper 1 part we are treating. All of them are for paper 1. I can still send the question to you after the class to the group, right? So you have to express 1.25 as a fraction. We have 1.25. 1.25. Please, let me write this. 1.25 as a fraction. Now, Whenever you are asked to express a decimal as a fraction, please take note of my word. Whenever you are asked to express decimal as a fraction, just pick the whole number you have there. Ignore the decimal point. Ignore the decimal point and write all the digits you have there. Except it's starting with 0. What do I mean by that? I'll write 1, I'll write 2, I'll write 5. You know, I have ignored the decimal points, right? I'll now put all over 1. Everything 1. Now you now go back to the question. How many digits do you have after the decimal point? So that means after points, we have 2, 5. How many are they? Just 2. You add 2 zeros to the bottom. Hope I'm making sense. So after that, you are now going to simplify the fraction. That is just to reduce it. Monitors, so people are, so we are going to simplify the fraction by dividing by common factor. So from here, 5 can divide 125, and 5 can also divide 100. So 5 in 12 is 2. Remainder 2 in 25 is 5. So 5 here is going to be 20. 5 can divide. 5 in 25 is 4, 5. And the 5 in 20 is what? 4. We have simplified. So we have converted this 1.25 to fraction. All right. Now let me give you another example. If you are asked to change 0.75 to fraction, so I want to write out all the digits here. But now, because this one is starting with 0, the 0 there is useless. I'll just write 75 over 1. Then how many digits here? It's also 2. I'll write 2 zeros. Then I will simplify. 5 can go here. 1, 5. Then 5 here. 3. 5 can still go. Add a C. Then for this to give us over 4. I hope I'm making sense. All right. If that is the case, I think this is good to go. We are good to go. So question 8. You have to subtract 113 from 310, both in base 4. The two numbers are in base 4. We have to subtract. So you see this example here, we can use it for any base. Just take it. Any base, you can use it for this. So we are subtracting 113 from 310. The bigger number here is 310. We have 310. All right. Then 113. Both of them are in base 4. You know, anytime you are working with any base, the highest digits you can get in a base is that base minus 1. So it means if you are in base 4, the highest digit you can get in base 4 is 3. That's the reason why you can see that the highest digit you have in this question is 3. So I'm going to call on anyone here to answer a question here. All right, I'm going to call on anyone here to answer a question here. I can see. So I want to call on Joy Alinsin. Joy Alinsin. Can you please unmute yourself and talk? Joy Alinsin. Joy Alinsin. Moderator, I think you need to send some people to viewers' room. So they are distracting us with messages. Please, moderator, please take note of that. So if you know it, don't say the answer before I work it. Don't distract others. All right. Just work it. If you know it, work it on your own. All right. Work it. If you work it, then you confirm it with my own answer, right? So don't distract others here. So if you do that again, moderator will send you to the viewer's room. You won't be able to do anything again. You just be listening to me. Or you send you packing, we send you out. So we don't want that, right? Thank you. Please, moderator, please. Okay, let's continue. So now we are in base 4. You know, maybe I don't know if finally you have about subtraction. Before I come to base, I'll take you backward a little bit. If you want to subtract 25 minus 16, right? No, you cannot subtract, move 6 from 5. You have to take 1 from 2, right? This one will tell you that you should put the divide 15, divide 5 to turn to 15. That is not the right way to do it. You're supposed to say add 10 to 5 from 15, because this is base 10. We all anything in the whole world we work with base 10. Right about now. After the base, it means it's in base 10. Because you are borrowing from 2 now, the value you are borrowing, the one you are borrowing, will become 10 in the next place value. So this is 10 plus 5. Now 15. So that means this will give us 15 by 6. Alright, that gives us 5. The same thing with this one. We are going to borrow this one here. It remains 0. And when we get to where it's going, it will turn to 4, because we are in base 4. To then be 4 minus 3, that is 1. No, this one is not 0. We cannot subtract 1 from 0. We have to take 1 from 3 again. It remains 2. All right. Then the 3, 2, 1 you borrow become 4 again. So 4 minus 1 will give you what? 3. All right. Then 2 minus 1 will give us what? 1. So the answer becomes 1, 1, which is option A. All right. Now, before I go on to the next one, I know some of you will have question again. If you have question, please simplify before I move on. If you have question, please simplify. Please modify, please mute them. Okay, someone said I should re-explain, which is removing numbers. Okay, okay. Hello, Peter. I can see. I don't understand Sauda. Okay, Nifemi and someone that would like to speak. I'm going to. Okay, Nifemi, raise your hand and ask a question. Nifemi, you're allowed to talk now. All right.
Okay.
So I'm going to.
From
All
that,
right.
when you copy, I don't understand.
Very good. Okay, good. All right. I'm going to explain again. I'm going to explain again. I know this area, this aspect. You can meet yourself back. You can meet yourself,
Okay.
please. Thank you. All right. Thank you. Now, I know this area usually gives students problem, so that is just putting it here as well. So I'm going to erase it again. I'm going to explain again. Don't worry. I'm going to explain. Don't worry. I know this is one of the areas that usually have issues. So, and just get it once and for all. It's so easy if you follow me. It's so easy. All right. So what we have here, I'm going to cite examples that are relatable to you. So what we have there is 310 minus 113, right? 310 minus 113. Let me write the 0 here. Now, so if you look at this, if you want to remove, we can't remove 3 from 0. It's not possible because 0 is nothing. All right. So we have to take from 1, the next we have before it. All right. We are in base 4. Take note of that. Now, the one we are taking here, let me use another color so that you not get confused. So I'm taking this one, is to remain 0. The one I'm taking now will stand for 4, not 1 again, because we are working in base 4. If we are working in base 3, it will be 3. If we are working in base 10, it will be 10. That is the reason why, if you want to subtract this is you know this one very well. You have to take 1 from here and put it here, and they will tell you that it has turned to 15. How will 1 plus 5 turn to 15? It's not possible. So which means they have added 10 because they are working in base 10. Exactly. So in this case, we are going to add 4. We are going to add 4. So that means 4 minus 3 now will become what? 1. So if this base is in base 3, it should be 3 that are going to have it. Hope that is clear. Now we have taken this one, it remains 0. We have to take 1 from here again. This remains 2. So the one we are taking is not 1, it will become 4 here again. So 4 minus 1 will give us 3. All right. Then 2 minus 1. So we can subtract from 2. That gives us 1. That's it. I want to give another example. I believe this is very clear now. It's very, very, this is very clear now. All right. Okay. Clear. This side, I don't see any. That's good. 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 I can see Adebayo. Okay. Good. Good. Okay. I understand now. Good. Good. Yes, sir. Good. I love that. So let's. Before we move on, let's quickly do one more. For example, I want to give base 2. If we have 1, 0, 1, 0. We now want to subtract 1, 1, 1. We want to subtract this from it. The same thing will happen here. We are going to take 1, this one, it remains 0. This is base 2. So the one we are taking here will become 2 here. It then be 2 minus 1, 1. All right? We cannot subtract 1 from 0. We have to borrow. We can't borrow from 0. All right? Since we can't borrow from 0, we have to go to the last one. That's one. So that one you have there, you are not going to jump 0. Take it to 0 first. It will become 2. That is clear. You now take from that 2 again. It remains 1. It will now bring you here. So 2 minus 1 will now become 1. 1 minus 1 is 0. This one is 0. So the answer is 0, 0, 1. I hope this is clear. Don't worry, I'm going to, we are recording this session. Immediately after this, we send the recordings instantly. In the next 5 minutes, we send the record. You can come back and check it, all right, and watch it again so that you can understand. All right, move to question 9. Now, this question 9 is on that base as well, too. All right, 1, 1, 0 times 1, 1 in base. This is base 2, so the 2 is omitted. So we want to multiply. This multiplication of binary numbers. We have 1, 1, 0 multiplied by 1, 1. All right. So we're going to multiply. The normal way we multiply is the way we're going to multiply this. So 1 times 0 is 0. 1 times 1 is 1. Please, this is what I'm doing is this. So don't let me rush you, please. I want you to get it. Because once you know it today, so it can help you tomorrow. So we first of us use 1. I'm using the first one here. I'm starting from my right hand side. I'll use this one to multiply 0. After that, I'll use it to multiply 1. The next one, I don't use it to multiply the last one. So that's what I'm going to do. So that'll be 0, 1, 1. Then the same thing will happen. 1 times 0, that'll be 0, 1, 1. Then we'll add them together. So that's the next stage. So you can decide to put 0 here. All right. So you add them together. 0 plus 0 is 0. 1 plus 1 is 1. Then 1 plus 1 will give you 2 ordinarily. But that 2, you convert it to base 10. You convert it to base 2 rather. Because you cannot have 2. I told you earlier on that the highest digit you can get in a base is that base minus 1. So the highest digit in base 2 is 1. So we convert it. So that gives us 1 remainder 0, then 0 remainder 1. So you write it from bottom, that gives 10. You write 0 here, you carry 1 again. This will also give us 10. So that means the answer is 10010. 10010. That is the first option. I hope I'm making sense. All right. So if that is okay, so we can move to the next one. We can move to the next one. Okay. I'm coming. Just let me respond. Okay. So the next one, question 11. 5 men built a wall in 10 days, how long will it take 25 men? Now, this question is on proportion. We have direct proportion and indirect proportion. And the best method to do is to use unitary method. Or I'm going to show you, it's very easy. If 5 men could build a wall for 10 days, how long will it take one man first? That should be the first thing you do. Let's say, for example, in your house, maybe you have 5 in your house. Now, 5 of you could do a particular job in 5 days. So, which means if one person will now do the job, that person will spend more days. Hello, is that? Hello, is that? I don't think you mentioned question 10. Oh, question 10. Oh, sorry for that. Oh, sorry. Yeah. Thank you so much for that. I've not done question 10. So I'm going to do it now. Sorry for that. Sorry. I worked question 9 to that. Okay, good. So question 10. What is the reciprocal of 1 over 0.625? Good. 1 over 625, 1 over 0.625. So that's question 10. Now this question, I'm going to do it on a fresh page here. So let me do it here. So you want to find reciprocal. Reciprocal, the meaning of reciprocal is that reciprocal is the inverse of something. So when you ask to find reciprocal, if I ask you to find reciprocal of 5, what that means is that the inverse of 5, which is going to be 1 over 5. So if I give you 1 over 5, find the reciprocal, it's going to be 5. We just switch. So reciprocal of something is that you switch it. You switch the number. If this number is 5 over 6, they now ask you to find the reciprocal of this number, of this fraction. So it means that you are expected to change the denominator to numerator and numerator to denominator. So that's what they're expected to do here. So in this question now we have 1 divided by 0.625. They now ask you to find its reciprocal. It means we are going to shift this one up 0.625 divided by 1, which is the same thing as 0.625. But if you look at the options, you notice that the options are in fraction. So that means we are going to express this as fraction. How are we going to do that? It's very simple. We have taught you that. So you write the numbers you have there. That is 625 divided by 1. How many digits do we have after the decimal point? There are 3. Now you add 3 zeros. 1, 2, 3. Then you simplify. So 5 can divide. 5 in 6, that is 1, remainder 1. In 12, that is 2. In 25, that is 5. So 5 in 1,000, 5 here, that is 2, that is 200. 5 can still divide. You can see the way I'm doing it. So 5 can still divide this, that is 2, 25. Then 5 here, this is going to give us 5, 4, that is 40. 5 can divide, that is 5. Then 5 over 8. I hope this is clear. I believe I'm not too fast.
Yes, sir.
All right. Someone said I don't understand. Okay, Nifemi. Okay. Okay, let's go back to that. Let me start from the beginning again. So I'm not exhausted with that. I love explanation. Reciprocal, I repeat again. Reciprocal means inverse of something. So if you have 5 over 6, you want to get its reciprocal. It means you are going to switch the numerator and denominator. So denominator will become numerator, while numerator will become what? Denominator. That's what we have it. Now the question we are given here is 1 divided by, find the reciprocal of 1 divided by 0.625. So this 0.625 will become the numerator here. So that's why we have it here. And 1 will come down. So anything over 1 is anything. So there's no need for us to say 0.625 divided by 1 is 0.625. Now, if you check the options, you notice that all the options are in fraction. So which means we have to convert 0.625 to fraction. So, and I've explained that before. To convert this one to fraction, just pick the numbers you have there, which is 625, all right, divided by 1. Then how many digits do we have after the decimal point? There are 3, 625. How many? 1, 2, 3. Then you add 3 zeros. Then you just simplify. You continue dividing it until you get to 5 over 8. I believe I've explained it clearly now. All right. So we can move to the next question. Someone said I don't understand question 9. Oh, someone said I'm lost. Oh, sorry for that. You can see, I said we're going to send the replay. You can go back to it before you go to bed. All right. Okay. Let's move to the next one. Oh, sorry. Question 11. You have done this. Okay. Question 11. 5 men built a wall in 10 days. This is what I was explaining before. So how many days? How long will it take 25 men? How many days will it take 25 men? So we need to calculate. How many days will it take 1 man? All right. So since 5 men use 10 days, so that means 1 man will use 5. 1 man will then be 5 times 10. So that would be what? 50 days. 50 days. Now 25 men. So 25 men, that is the work that was done by 1 man for 50 days will be divided among 25 men. So that would be what? 50 divided by 25. So that gives us 2 days. All right. All right. Is that clear? All right. Let's move to the next one. Number 12. A farmer divides 240 cattle among his 3 children in the ratio of their ages, 5 to 4 to 3. How many cattle does the eldest get? So the eldest will be the one that will get the highest ratio, which is 5. So when you are dividing something in ratio, the first thing to do is to add the ratios together, to write the ratios. So that means we are going to add 5 plus 4 plus 3. 5 plus that's going to give us 12. So since 5 is the eldest, that will be 5 out of 12 times the number of cattle they are sharing is 240 times 240. All right. So we divide this. So this 240 over 1, 12 here 1, 12 here, that is 20. So 5 times 20, that gives 100. So the eldest will get what? 100. All right. I thought we were going to finish this paper, the first part. So we go to 13. We can finish it. A man got a 3.6 million naira loan to buy a car at 9% simple interest per annum. In the first year, he paid the interest on the loan. He also paid back 250 of the money he borrowed. So if he paid this amount in monthly installments, how much did he pay each month? So what we're going to do here is that we need to calculate the interest. All right. For 1 year, we need to calculate that. After that, we add that interest to 250. All right. So after that, we then divide it by 12. That will show the what he paid per month. So 9% of 3.6. 3.6 million is 3 million. All right. That is the principal. Simply as PRT over 100. So P is 3.6. The rate is 9. The time is 1 divided by 100. All right. So 0, we cancel 0. So then we have, so we can then multiply. Let's just multiply 9 by 36. 36 times 9, 54. Carry 4. 9 times 3, 27. 27 plus 5, that is 32. That is 324. 324. Then we add the remaining 0, 30, 000. That's not all. We are going to add 250 to it. Then 000. Then 476. 674. So we are now going to divide this one by 12. Now, mind you, the exam allows you to use calculator. You can quickly use calculator uh, to, to divide it. Divided by 12. Then you get 5, 6, 5, 6, 1, 1, 166. 5, 6, 166. Point 7. Point 7. All right, so that is that question. Question 14. Question 14. I have to clean this part. Question 14. If a man paid 20,700 naira to lodge in a hotel for 9 days, how much will he pay? How much will he? How much will be paid for 7 days? So for 9 days, he paid 20,700. So that means that how much did he pay for one day? So that would be 20,700 divided by 9. We need to calculate for one day first. So 20,700 divided by 9, that gives us 2,300. 2,300. So that is one day lodge is 2,300. So how much will be paid for 7 days? Multiply by 7. Just multiply this by 7. So what do you have? Times 7. So that gives 16,100. 16,100. So that means the answer will be this. All right. Then 15. The reading on an electric meter changes from 9883 to 10146. So this one is under electricity. The topic is electricity. So this is when you read the meter, your unit. If the charges are 8 naira per unit and VAT is charged at 5%, calculate the electricity bill if a demand charge is 150 per bill is added. Now the first thing is to calculate the number of units used. 10,146. 10,146 minus, so this is the previous reading, this is the current reading, 9883. 9883. We subtract these two. So that is 10,000, excuse me, 10,146 minus 9883. So that gives 263, right? That's the number of units. Now, one unit is 8 naira. We multiply it by 8 times 8. So we multiply by 8 times 8. That gives 2,104. 2,104. All right? So then we go back to the question. So the VAT, that is be the 5% of it. Then value, that's value added tax. Then a demand charge. So a demand charge is a charge that whether you use the electricity or you don't use it, you are going to pay it. That is what we call demand charge. So in that case, we add demand charge to it. We add demand charge to this. So plus 150. So this 4,522. Then we can then find 5% of this times 5% times 5%. So times 5%. So that gives 112.7. So VAT is 112.7. 112.7. So we have this that 0.7.6632. So that's what is going to pay to 2367. 2367. That's the first option. Number 16. How many vertices does a cuboid have? Vertices. A vertex is a point where two, three or more edges meet. So a cuboid is this. This is a cuboid. This is a cuboid. Let me quickly show you something. It has a face. This is all this one. This is a face here. Now these lines, all these lines here, they are edges. All right. Now this is an edge. All these circled parts here are the vertex, are the vertices. So how many vertices do we have there? We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It has 8 vertices. So a cuboid has 8 vertices. So also a cube. A cube also has 8 vertices. Then a cuboid has 6 faces. 6 faces. You can note that it has how many edges? 12 edges. 12 edges and then 8 vertices. Both cube and cuboid, they have the same thing. All right. Then bearing. This is 701. We promised to stop at 7. I think we can stop here now. All right. We can stop here so that we'll be able to relax and come back by 7:30. Someone said I should wait for 2 minutes. Okay, we are going now. So we are going now. So we're going to stop now because some of us will have to go and pray. All right. Don't worry. When we come back, we're going to explain. So everybody can leave the meeting now. We are still going to send the same link. The same link is what we are going to use to join us.